Hence why I'm a cold ass bitch on a cold ass day. Yeah. And we are back. If this is your first time here, hey boo. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. I love you down. Okay, let's just jump right into the video. Today we're talking about elevation. Why did I want to talk about elevation? Because we're almost to the end of 2025. And I just want to make sure y'all do not repeat the same cycles y'all did this year for next year. You are going to get the same results you did this year, next year. All right. So we need to switch some things up. And also I want to share with y'all my journey this year, because this has been a very abundant year for me. Okay. Let's get the elephant out of the room and go ahead and say it, what we need to say. Congratulations to me for what? For what? Because we bought a house. We bought a house. Go me. Y'all, it's still so unreal. Girl, you bought a house at 29. You bought your first house at 29. So proud of you. This is just me talking to myself right now. So proud of me, okay? Also, this has been one of my best years spiritually. I don't know if I told y'all this, but at the beginning of this year, January was my first time going to church in like 8 years. And I have been going, I'm not gonna say consistently this whole year, but I have gone a lot this year. And I have found a church that I really enjoy, found a church where I really feel connected to. And it has been so amazing. And we'll talk about that in a later video. But yes, spiritually, this has been one of the best years ever. Emotionally, my mental health, I have really been taking care of myself and doing the things that I want to do. I have started a new hobby. I started dancing. I tried a lot of new things for the first time. Y'all know at the beginning of the year, I went skydiving. I went ice skating. I've been going to just new places, art galleries. Like, I have really been enjoying my year, and also been going to jazz lounges because I love jazz, but I just always, I don't know why I didn't go. I would just be in the house just listening to jazz, like, oh, I want to go to a jazz lounge. Like, girl, put on your clothes and go outside, okay? But, but yes, this has been such a just profound, amazing year for me, and I'm just really grateful for God for just stepping in. Because when I say the 20s was tussling with me, it's not okay. This is a good video. We're just gonna stay on the good track. But yes, this has been such an amazing year for me. Me taking care of my finances, my physical health, my mental health, my spiritual health, in every way, shape, form possible. My life has elevated this year, and I am truly grateful. All right, and I want to help y'all do the same thing. I want to help y'all have a good 2026, a great, amazing, abundant, overflowing 2026, because guess what? We're going harder next year. We're going all in next year. And 2026 is going to be 10 times greater, 100 times greater than 2025 was, okay? And what's holding you back? Fear is holding you back. And we all know that fear is made up, but the fear is holding you back. Hold on, I need some tea. I feel like that look a little... It's not even tea, y'all. It's actually just hot water. And y'all want to know the best way to get rid of fear? So fear is basically just you being afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of trying new things, and we let fear get in the way because we are afraid of the outcome. But when it's something you've done already, you're not going to be afraid of it because you know what's the end result. So we don't like the not knowing. A lot of us just don't like not knowing. So to get rid of that fear, what you need to do is play it out in your head. You create the end result for it. So if you know the unknown, you'll feel more comfortable about going into it. So if a situation comes to your mind and you think, should I do something, but there's a little fear there, think about the best possible outcome, and that's what the outcome is going to be. You choose the outcome. That's like somebody's first time going to the gym versus somebody's 1,000 times going to the gym. If it's your first time going to the gym, you're going to be nervous about it because you're going to be thinking about what everybody's thinking about you, what they got on, about looking uncomfortable, about trying new machines. A lot of stuff just going to be going through your head because you've never done it. So when you think in negative thoughts like that, you are choosing a negative outcome. But for someone who has been to the gym 1,000 times, they already know what it's going to be. They're going to go in there, they're going to have a good workout, they're going to make some content if they need to, they're going to speak to people, they're going to stretch, like they know the end result. So if you have an idea If you could just take 2 or 3 minutes to just sit still and play out the best possible outcome in your head, then that fear will go away and you will be more excited because you know it's going to be a good outcome. It's just like you choosing your destiny. Again, we just fear the unknown. That is the only thing that stops you from doing certain things. If you know the outcome, then you're more likely to do it. All you have to do is play out a good story in your head, and that's what it will be. And all of that fear, all of that anxiousness will go away because you know the end result, because you know what's about to happen. So what we need to do every time you feel fear creeping in, sit for about 60 seconds and just think about all the amazing, great things that could come out of you making this decision. And I think I learned this from Dr. Joe Dispenza. When y'all have time, please go watch a podcast episode of his or an interview that he did. So amazing, so wonderful. He will really help you unlock a lot of things in your brain. So make sure you go watch him, okay? Next, I want to talk about thinking big. Now, I know if you ask everybody in your life, do they think that they can do anything? Do they believe in themselves? They will tell you the same answer. They will all say yes. But do their actions show that? No, because the idea of you promoting yourself, promoting your product, showing up for yourself, walking in rooms, all of those things scare you. That's how you know you don't have as much confidence as you think. I have said this time and time again. You should think that you are the biggest, the best, the rawest, the most amazing, the greatest. Why? Because you are. You should only be hanging around people who think as big as you or even bigger. And it's not that people probably hate on you intentionally. It's just that their mind doesn't go past a certain point. And you just got to get them grace and step away. Okay? I see the way you think. I see the way your mind rotates. Let me step away from you because I think the highest possible. I operate at the highest frequency possible. And some people's just minds, and some people's minds that just don't go that far. All right. That's why you have some friends and even some family members, you tell them an idea and they just, so standoffish about it, or they rude about it, or they dismissive about it. If your ideas are just too big for them. But that don't mean that you make your idea smaller. So don't ever think you think it's too big. Okay. And if you ask me, baby, you're not thinking big enough. And I'm gonna tell you that time and time again, think big, bitch. And if you tell me an idea, I'm gonna say, think bigger. You say you wanna make $1 today, I'm gonna say, let's make $1 million today. Can we make $1 million? Probably not. But what he say, shoot for the moon, land on the stars? Yeah, like that, okay? There are no limits on my mind. There is no limit on anything in my life. I just naturally feel like I just am an abundant person. Everything I want comes to me. I think every great thing happens in my favor. I operate at a high frequency always. I always get what I want. I always have what I need. Walk around expecting great things to happen to you. I expect people to treat me well. I expect wonderful things to happen to me. I expect to get a parking spot by the front entrance of the grocery store, okay? I expect the line to not be long at Starbucks, all right? Because everybody moves out of my way. I expect great things to happen to me. I expect an overflow of money to flow into my account. I expect people to always be kind to me. I expect people to always smile at me. I expect wonderful, amazing blessings to happen to me. That's the frequency that I operate at all times. At all times. And if those things don't happen, then I truly believe that God's redirection is God's protection. I don't have bad days. I don't know what they be talking about. And you saying that will make some people mad, just like everybody have a bad day. Not I. I don't operate in that type of, frequency. I have had better days, but I wouldn't say that I just had a bad ass day. Like, it was, this could have happened better. That could have happened better. But I just don't operate with a pessimistic mindset. I think all great things happen to me all the time in my favor. And if some didn't play out the way that I wanted to, then it's a lesson that needs to be learned. It's something that I don't know, something that I need to work on. That's just how simple I see it. And people will sit up there and get mad at me for not being mad. How are you mad that I'm not mad? I don't like being angry, so I don't let things bother me. If something happened, I'm like, all right, okay. What can we do to move past it? Like, what the hell do you want me to do? So start punching the air? I don't like being angry. And y'all have to stop listening to people who say everything not about money. Please. Please. Adios, mijo. Ay, ay, ay. Y'all, we know everything not about money, duh. But that don't mean don't go get you none. People use that as an excuse to not go harder, to not chase their goals, to not get out of bed, to not be more disciplined, to not be more consistent. You're using that as an excuse. We know that this is a game. We are well aware of what the government is doing. We know that this is all a game. We know that this is all simulated, okay? But guess what? Whether you in the game or not, the game gonna get played. So do you want to sit on a bench or do you want to get in the game? I really be pissing me off with all that, oh, y'all just stuck in a matrix and y'all think everything is about money. Y'all so materialistic. No, but it's just like, you gotta sit here and you gotta live life anyway. So why not live a good life? Why not live a great life, an amazing life? Be for real, okay? Sometimes I think overly spiritual people love being broke. All right, because y'all hate the matrix. Y'all don't want to play the game. Y'all don't want to be a part of the system. Babe, you were a part of the system when you were born, okay? Let's be for real, all right? So stop using that as an excuse, saying that everything's not about money. We know everything is not about money, okay? But let's go get us some anyway. You have to be in the game anyway, so you might as well be the star player. You might as well be MVP if you got to play the game anyway. I love y'all down. And I want y'all to live a very fruitful life. Now, I don't know what a fruitful life is to you, but I'm just saying it's a little more fruit on the tree when you got some money, okay? This is a really quick video. I just wanted to update y'all on my life. We moved into a new house and I need to be decorating, and then we're winding down 2025 and I have so many amazing things coming up for 2026. And I am on a goal to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So we got like, what, a month and a half? I'm gonna try really hard because we don't even have 100 subscribers yet, but I'm still gonna try. But I just want to come back, tell y'all that I love y'all and all the amazing things that's been happening this year and how fruitful 2025 has been for me, so you can have some motivation going into 2026. If 2025 wasn't what you hoped for, or you wanted more, or you didn't get to do the things that you wanted to do, all of that is fine. All of that is okay, because 2026 will be your best year yet. We are claiming and we are going to do it together, okay? Again, thank you for tuning back in. Don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I love y'all down.